Hey YouTube, just a quick check-in on VHHR there. I've had a couple of questions and comments about it, and just a quick update. I do have the 7163 EFR turbo, or a ZFR, because I had to convert it with ZZP's 7163 EFR housing. But there it is. She's all together. I recorded a short video acceleration wise for you guys, but in the at the end, when I backed off the accelerator, the turbo hose came off, and seems to be a consistent issue I've had. Constantly trying to adapt to get the thing to stay together. That's what it is under the hood now. You see I have the 4-inch intake right there. I actually had to drill those two holes into it and thread a fitting into it to hook up the CCV setup on it. So I got that, and I bypassed, as you can see here, I've replaced those crappy hoses. Well, I guess they're mesh, so they're not real crappy, but they're just hard to get off and on, with hoses that's a little bit easier to work with. But that's a 4-inch intake with a 2-inch to 4-inch 90 right there that actually connects to the turbo. You can kind of see the red down in there is the turbo. The gray there is the ZZP housing. You can't really see it too much when it's put together. You see one of the mesh metal lines right there. That's actually from ZZP. It come with the housing. Okay, so this part right here keeps blowing apart. I actually have a lip in the metal here to keep the clamp from sliding off, but the problem I'm having is I'm getting 2.5-inch clamps that are too small, and then I get a 2 3/4 clamp that won't tighten down. And I keep getting the T clamps, but they're not sized right. I don't know. I guess I'm somewhere between 2.5 and 2 3/4. That is a 2.5-inch piece of stainless that I actually had at an exhaust shop. I had them put it together for me, or bend it for me. As you can see, it's got some uglier bends, so I'll have to maybe have that redone at some point in time. Typically, right here is where it's been blowing apart on me, and as you see, I had to put one of these on it because it blew apart on me the other day, and the T-clamp actually broke. But then today, on the run that I'm about to add to this video, you see it blew apart down there. So now I'm going to have to try to get something figured out down there. I actually have it right here to where the charge pipe here is actually bolted so that it's stable and it's not being supported by those rubber hoses. But in the video, you'll hear me back off. I don't know if you'll hear it blow off or not, but it makes a loud whoosh noise when it comes off, and then you start to lose power and so on and so forth. But I'm going to add that video in here, and like I said, that's what it looks like now. I'm going to have to get that. I am having a lot of oil. I know you probably can't really see it on the camera here, but you see where that came apart there? You see all that shininess? That's from the oil. And if it'll focus down in there, you see all that wetness? That's where this blew apart. It got oil vapor all over everything down there. I'm trying to keep it clean so that it looks presentable. At some point in time, I'm going to take the valve cover off there and try to dress it up a little bit and put something that where that's wrapped in aluminum, whatever that is back there. I want to cover that up to make it look more attractive, because that's not very good looking. But that's what I got. Like I said, I ordered that pipe $35 off of eBay. It was a lot longer. I had to trim it down to get it to fit. And then I got a 10-inch long filter here. You see the black spot here? That's actually because it's setting on my hood right here. You see that? That's coming from the filter there. So, but it works. It doesn't make any noises or nothing like that. I'll probably get something. I don't know what I'll do with that, but that'll be addressed at some point in time. But here's what it is, as you see. I finally plasti dipped my emblems. My housing over here is kind of starting to fade a little bit, but I'm about to do a retrofit and put some projectors inside of these housings, paint the housings black. But again, this is what I'm working with, and as you see, I do have the manual transmission, a whole slew of masks because of this crappy Corona, bunch of mumbo jumbo. And well, I guess they didn't all unlock for me. Let's see. Into the back, my necessities for working on the thing. Okay, and I do go all out with my setup here. All throughout here. And the exhaust you'll hear is fairly loud. It's really too loud, in my opinion. But it is a catless downpipe, and it has the resonator still there, and the muffler is gone. So it's still got the resonator and a muffler delete, and that is a 5-inch tip. The 5-inch tip is about 12 inches long, about a foot long or so. It's all welded on. My plasti dipped badge back here didn't hold up too well. I put a regular clear coat over top of the plasti dip, and that did not work. So now I gotta work on that some, but here's where I am. And you can see the whole shebang here. I custom built the box. If any of you guys need measurements or anything like that, let me know. That's kind of something that I do. But there she blows, and on with the acceleration. I guess quick reference, it's not exactly acceleration. It's not really. It's just me coming out onto the highway and then kind of hitting it a few times, and I hold on. Once I get on the highway, I put it down and I hold it down for a second until that hose blew apart. And once that happens, you got no boost. So you got no power at that point. But now I guess I'll have to put it back up on the ramps or jack stands or whatever to get it up, get underneath there and get that fixed. But let's go with the video, and that'll be it for me for today. Like I said, just thought I'd give you guys an update because I haven't really posted much about this build like I probably should be. So catch you guys on the next one.